Hi everybody, onegaishimasu. I'm Arturo. Onegaishimasu. I'm Arturo, Peal Sensei, Chief Instructor and Kids Instructor of Aikido of New Orleans. Welcome, welcome. First thing, if you weren't here, go grab a pillow or a stuffed animal, something small and squishy, about the size of your hand or that you can easily hold in your hand, and set it right near your training space. Then, after doing that, and this is very important, I want you to stand in the middle of your training space and stretch out your arms and make sure that you're not going to knock anything over. So if there's anything fragile, move it to the side. If there's a corner that you need to be aware of, you can't move the corner, but you can put it in your awareness so you know the ma'ai, the distance. Because if I do this and I whack my hand on the corner, it's not the stupid corner, it's me forgetting. So we need to remember about our space, about our ma'ai, right? Everybody's practicing keeping ma'ai right now because of the coronavirus. Same thing that we practice in Aikido. Okay, so everybody, you got a sense of your ma'ai, your space around you. And I know not everybody has mats, that's okay. We're not going to do any high falls or anything today. But let's go ahead and bow in. So, sitting seiza, sitting up tall, shoulders relaxed, back and down. Focus straight ahead. Right? Bow. Onegaishimasu. And come on up to stand. Stand with your feet wide, wider than your hips are. Bend your knees to drop your hara, drop your center down, and shift side to side. Now, I know we have folks at different levels here. So some folks are going to be very familiar with what we're doing. Some folks, this is going to be new. Let's stay over to one side and stretch the leg. Or did we start the Facebook Live feed? Over to the other side, stretch the other leg. So if you're really familiar, especially when you start getting into footwork, let's go over to the other side and straighten the leg out, toes towards the ceiling. If you're really familiar with the footwork, well, I'm going beginner speed and doing 5, you might do 25. Switch sides. And breathe. And back to the center. Wide stance, knees bent, hands on your knees. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bring one shoulder forward, flip over the other shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, the other way. Inhale, center. Stand straight up. Bend your knees, but keep your spine straight up and down. Knees are bent. Hara is dropping towards the floor. And your head is over your hara. So you don't want to see your butt sticking out, but you're standing straight up and down. And then float your arms up like you're hugging a big tree, nice and round. Notice if your shoulders are coming up towards your ears. Unshrug the shoulders. And breathe in and out through your nose. If your arms get tired, let them rest. And then float them back up. If your legs get tired, Good. Your legs should be getting tired here. If your legs get tired, you can try going a little lower. Or you can come up and straighten and give a rest for a second and then float back down. Inhale, straighten the legs, turn the toes forward, reach the hands up, exhale, fold forward, hands all the way down to the floor, knees can bend a little bit, relax your head and neck, and breathe, in and out through your nose. Walk both hands over to one foot. Bring your hands back to the center and then over to the other foot. Back to the center. Inhale, lift your heart a little bit so your back is parallel to the floor. Place one hand down on the mat and turn away from that hand. Reach the other hand up towards the ceiling. And bring that hand down and switch. Still breathing. And bring it back down. Shift the hips a little side to side. Bend the knees, lower your hips down, lift your heart, and then come on up to standing. Heel, toe, the feet together, heels together, toes apart. Slowly lower down. And then have a seat, and let's go low, Sharon. Over here. Sitting up tall. And your back is straight. You're just going to make spirals, circles with your spine. And the other way. Kind of like you're stirring some soup in front of you. And back to the center, sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, slide your hand towards one foot, reach the other hand overhead. Still breathing. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale up. Slide the hands towards each foot. Grab hold of the ankles. Let your chin drop towards your chest. Some of you might flop your chest all the way down to the floor. Some of us can just see the floor from here, and that's good enough. Keep breathing though. I spend a lot of time talking about breathing because right now there's a shortage of people breathing. Everybody needs to breathe a little bit more because of the stress that's going on everywhere. Inhale your way up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Grab a hold of your feet, one foot on each hand, and right now check the space behind you. Right now, if I roll back, I'm going to clunk my head on this wall. So I'm going to turn. Let's go forward. I'm going to turn, Jared, back to forward and pick up both of my feet. So one hand on each foot, both feet are off the mat. I'm going to scoot back a little bit. Whoa. Make sure I have space in case I roll back, I don't clunk my head. Keeping both feet off the mat, I'm going to stretch one foot out. It helps to focus your eyes on something that's not moving. That'll help your balance. Bring that foot back in, stretch the other foot out. Bring that foot back in, stretch, both feet out. Keep your balance. If you lose your balance, just roll back and come back up. That's why you don't want to do it right in front of the table. See if you can stretch. Whoa, both feet out. Whoa, both feet slowly back in. Release the feet. They're still off the ground though. Straighten one foot out. Ooh. Straighten the other foot out. Straighten both feet out. Okay. Bring the ankles together, knees together. Slowly lower down. Nope, come back up. And then slowly lower your shoulder. Nope, come back up. And slowly lower. No, come back up. Come up a little higher, slowly. Lower, down, towards. No, come back up. And then slowly lower, all the way in. Go from here, arms out to the sides. Bring both knees up towards the chest, like you're sitting in a chair, but on your side, on your back, that is. And then draw circles with your knees in one direction. Draw circles with your knees in the other direction. Still breathing. Back to the center. Inhale. Both knees to one side. Take your nose the opposite direction of your knees. Hang out in the twist. And take 2 deep breaths. Next inhale, bring your knees and nose back to the center. And then exhale your knees to the other side and your nose away from your knees. Twisting the whole spine. 2 deep breaths. Come back to the center. Set your feet down. Cross one ankle over the other knee. Now your hands, one hand is going to reach between your legs, the other hand around the outside. Grab the back of the thigh or the shin and draw that in towards the chest. And still breathe. Play with the angle of that knee you're holding on to. Try taking it towards the opposite shoulder. And then try taking it towards the outside of the same shoulder. And back to the center. Turn your palms up and cradle the foot. Set the other foot down. So now you're cradling that leg that was crossed over. Inhale. As you exhale, look towards your belly button. Lift your head and then gently bring the foot as if you could slide it behind your head. Gently. Don't just crank it back there. Some of you may get it back there. Some of us, not so much. Inhale, exhale, release the head, release the foot, and relax completely. And then cross the other leg over. Take the hands, reach them around the other leg, either behind the thigh or grabbing the shin, and draw the knee in towards the chest. Still breathing. You always want to check in with your breathing when you're stretching, because if you're breathing like this when you're stretching, it means you're pushing too hard. In all the stretches, you should be able to move your breath in and out really smoothly and easily. And that knee you're holding on to, excuse me, try taking it towards the outside of the shoulder. Oh. Taking it across to the other shoulder. Now, if your parents are hanging out with you, y'all can do this too. Everybody's getting tight in the booty. Back to the center. Turn the palms up and cradle that foot, and then set the other foot down. Inhale, exhale, look towards your belly, lift your head, and gently draw that ankle as if you were going to slide it behind your head. Still breathing. And release the head gently down, release the foot, release the arms, and take a deep breath. And let's come over to the side and come up to sitting. We're going to sit with the feet out in front of us for a second. Again, this is a place to check out the space around you and behind you. No furniture, nothing you're going to whack with your head. Grab hold of your feet again. And we're going to do this. If you haven't seen this before, you can watch. We're going to slowly go all the way over to one side. And then roll across the back and up to the other side. So I end up, I'm a little like a weeble wobble. I end up going around in a circle. So you can do that, going in one direction a few times. Keep your chin tucked towards your chest so you don't hit it on the floor behind you. And then let's go over to the other side. Keep a hold of your feet. And keep breathing. And eventually coming back to center. Cross your legs once you come back to center. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, lean forward. Drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, come back up. No hands. Switch your feet. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale your way back up. You can recross or cross them the other, keep them crossed the way they were. From here though, no hands on the mat. Can you go from sitting cross-legged to sitting seiza? From sitting seiza to sitting cross-legged. Show it sideways. Sitting cross-legged to sitting seiza. Sitting seiza to sitting cross-legged. Next time you come to seiza, I'm going to hang out here. Let's do a little warm-up on the neck, like we're watching a ball bounce in slow motion. Back to center, side to side, like we're watching tennis in slow motion. Back to center, ear to shoulder, center, other side, center, other side, ooh, center, other side, center. And then here, imagining you have a really long nose like Pinocchio, but with a crayon or a paintbrush on the end, draw circles with your nose brush on the wall in front of you. And then reverse direction. And then back to the center. Tuck your toes, no hands. Untuck your toes. Tuck your toes. Bring one knee up. Set it back down. Bring the other knee up. Set it back down. Untuck your toes. Tuck your toes. One knee up. Keep it up this time. Other knee up. Balance. Again, it helps to focus your attention on the spot that's not moving. knee down, untuck your toes. Tuck your toes. Both knees up. Balance. Checking the space behind because you might fall with this. I'm going to pick one foot up. Whoop. And then go to the other side. Why is this side harder for me? Because I haven't been in kids class in too long. There we go. And then still balancing on your toes. I want you to pick both feet up and hold them in the air. Yeah, that's right. You have to come on your back. Pick both feet up and hold them in the air. And come forward. Let's come into our roll position. So one leg is tucked under, other foot flat in front. And when we roll back, you want to make your back round. So if I roll with a really straight back, I'm going to roll like a block. And it'll knock the wind out of me. So look towards your center as you roll back. Look forward as you roll up. Back and up. And back and up. Switch your feet. I'm going to show sideways. Back and up. Back and up. Back and up. Good. This time switching the feet every time. Roll back, switch your feet, roll up. 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 Always checking your mind, because sometimes you shift a little bit when you're doing back rolls. I don't want to roll back into my swords back there. This time, roll back, switch your feet, roll up, and sit on your back foot with the toe tucked. Roll back, switch your feet, roll up, sit on the back foot. I'll show it sideways. Sit on the back foot. Roll back, switch your feet, roll up, sit on the foot. Roll back, switch your feet, roll up. And then come up to standing. Standing in Hamni. Feet are lined up basically in a T or an L-ish, and then slide the front foot forward, bend the knees, turn your hara, your center to face forward. Standing in Hamni. Okay, from Hamni. Remember we were doing this before in the horse stance earlier, the square stance? Now we're going to turn the palms forward, the thumbs down. And actually, I'm going to do it sideways. Here. So now I'm going to tip forward. It's like I'm doing a forward roll, but I don't have space, and I'm going to run into furniture. And I'm going to come back up. Keep your knees bent, especially your front knee, and come back up. Tip forward, look up and behind you. Pinky of the front hand comes to the mat, and come back up. Kaiten, pivot your feet. New front hand comes forward, tip forward, and come back up. Nice round shape in the arm. Arms, tip forward, come back up. And exhale as you come forward as elbow. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale as you come up. And then let's switch every time. So let's start on this side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pivot the feet. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And come back to center. I need a sip of water. If you have a glass of water, you can get a sip. Okay, let's do a little footwork. So I'm standing, and I'm not saying right and left, because I know Facebook Live flips it backwards. So you can either do mirroring, if that's what you're used to, or you can do it cross stance, whatever you're used to. Just make sure you switch sides every time. So we're going to practice the slide or aiming movement. So I'm going to slide my front foot forward, bring the back foot in. Slide the front foot forward, bring the back foot in. Keep your hara at an even height. Slide forward, back foot comes in. Kaiten, pivot your feet. Slide forward, slide, slide. And I don't want to leave my back foot behind, because if I slide forward and I don't bring it back in, now I'm really off balance. I'm going to fall too easily if I have a partner. Okay, so we did both sides. Now, when we do slide urimi, we always do it off the line. Imagine that this stick, can you see this stick? There we go. This stick is the line where my partner is. If I slide straight ahead, I'm going to run my foot right into this stick. If my partner is grabbing me and I go straight ahead, I'm going to run into their strength. So we always slide either to the pinky toe side or to the big toe side. If they're grabbing, yaku hami, so the mirrored stance. If I go to my pinky toe side, that's like if I'm going to do uchi kaiten, kokinage. And if I go to my big toe slide, that's like I'm going to do kokinage, right? But usually don't go straight ahead. So let's practice a few going off the line. This foot forward. Let's go pinky toe side first. Slide, bring it in. Pinky toe slide. Pinky toe slide, bring it in. Pivot your feet, foot. Other side, pinky toe slide. Slide, slide, a little off the line. Slide, a little off the line. Good. Let's come back. Now let's slide big toe side. So I'm going to move in the opposite diagonal. Slide big toe side. Slide, slide. Kaiten, pivot. Slide. Oh, big toe side. I need to start over here. Slide, slide, slide. Everybody got it? Good. I thought so. Now let's do a stepping urimi, stepping in. And let's just go ahead, since we already looked at the line, you don't want to step straight ahead, because I'm going to step into my partner again. We're going to step a little off the line. Step in. Step in. If I do it with the stick here, and I start toe to toe with the stick, I'm going to step off the line. I'm going to step off the line. Okay? Okay, pick your hamni. You're going to step off the line. Step off the line. When you run out of space, you kaiten, you pivot, and you go back the other way. Step off the line. Step off the line. Step off the line. Come back to facing this way. Excuse me. Let's add the kaiten. Let's just do the pivot by itself. Can we go low over here? There we go. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Close up on my feet. Wow. Check that out. So kaiten is the pivoting movement. We have our center facing this way, the way my front toe is facing. And we're going to keep our feet where they are and pivot the face the other way. 180 degrees, a complete pivot. Kaiten, pivot. Now you'll notice that some people will hop wheelies with their feet and do it on their heels. Yeah. Be able to do it by slightly lifting your heels and pivoting on the balls of your feet. Right? That's the more common way. Sometimes you get pushed back and you get rocked on your heels and you have to pivot on your heels, but not so much, right? Try to pivot on the balls of your feet. Okay? Tighten. 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 Okay, everybody got that perfectly? I thought so. Let's go back up. Sharon Sensei, very good. Okay, so now we're going to step the back foot in off the line, tighten, pivot, and then take the front foot and step it back. You guys know that word. Are you saying it in your living rooms, in your home dojo? That's right, Arimi Tenkan. So, step, pivot, step back. Keep your center low, shoulders relaxed, your body straight up and down. Step, pivot, step back. Step, pivot, step back. Remember to practice going off the line a little bit. Step back. Step, pivot, step back, right? Off the line a little bit. Here's my line again with the stick. Step, pivot, step back. I end up next to that line of my partner. Okay, Arimi Tenkan. Keep your center low. Want to hear those swishy feet. Arimi Tenkan. I don't want to hear this. Because that means you're balancing on one foot for part of it, right? And if you're balancing on one foot, it's easy to take your balance. Arimi Tenkan. Arimi Tenkan. Arimi Tenkan. Arimi Tenkan. Okay? Swishy, swishy with the feet. Okay. Face me. Our Arimi Tenkan is a great technique. Somebody is grabbing, cross-hand grab, icon. Or if they're attacking Shomanuchi or even ski, I want you to stand in your, let's see, stand with that foot in front, whichever foot is on that side for you. And I'm going to attack you in Shomanuchi. And since the Joes don't show up so well, I'm going to use my brighter one. I'm going to use, is that brighter? I can't quite tell. I'm going to use a lightsaber. So, you have to wait on the timing. Timing is everything. If you did Arimi Tenkan now, I'm still looking at you. You have to wait for me to commit to the attack. Ready? Good. And come back. Face me again. I think I'm going to go with red. Set. Arimi Tenkan. Nice. Come back. Arimi Tenkan. Switch your hambi. So whichever hambi you're in, like if you're in that hambi, you'll go to this side of it. If you have this foot in front, you'll go to this side. Either way, you're going to go off the line. Don't stay right on this line and get seared by the lightsaber. Not fun. Keep it, ready? Focus. Arimi Tenkan. Nice. Arimi Tenkan. Good. Arimi Tenkan. Now I'm not going to call it. You just have to wait for it. I'm not going to hit my lamp. I'm not, no. Good. Two more. Very good. Okay, let's do a technique with an invisible partner. So, whichever stance you prefer, whether it's mirrored, eye omni, or Gyaku omni or eye omni, whichever you prefer. Offer your front hand. Your invisible partner is going to grab with the same side hand. Actually, let's all stand in Gyaku omni. So I have this foot forward. I want you to have the foot on this side forward. Okay? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to step the back foot a little off the line and step back. Kaiten, good. Kaiten back, and then step forward. Switch your feet. Offer the front hand. Step the back foot a little off the line. Step back. A little kaiten. Kaiten back towards the front and step forward. So the first movement, some of you would recognize it as what? Tenshin. That's right. Off the line, step back, kaiten. Kaiten back, step forward. Switch. Off the line, kaiten, tenshin. Kaiten, kaiten, stepping forward. One more time each time. Tenshin, off the line, step back, kaiten. Kaiten back, step forward. Still breathing, right, this whole time? Hummy. Off the line, tenshin, kaiten. Kaiten back, step forward, right? Nice solid stance at the end. Really want to keep our balance so we don't get thrown over by our invisible uke. Okay, everybody still have your pillow? If you came in late, go grab a small pillow or a stuffed animal, something squishy. Can even be a dog squeaky toy. If I can't say squeaky toy too loud because somebody will come downstairs. Okay, so let's hold that in Gyaku Hami. So mirrored stance. I'm going to move back a little bit. We're going to keep our palm facing up. So I'm not grabbing this, right? I'm just holding it in my flat hand. Going to rotate the fingers out to the side and then the fingers behind us. And now our thumb is facing forward, fingertips over there. And then come back down. So we can pretend that it's a tray of cool drinks. And we want to keep the tray flat and not drop any on our head. Do not do this inside with cool drinks. I'm going to get down lower so you can see the top part. You guys can stay standing. Here. Here. So my elbow is pointing this way, my fingertips are pointing the opposite way, and then back down. Let's switch sides. Whoa! I drop the drinks. Fingertips are forward, then fingertips go out to this side, and then behind, and then over to this side, thumb is facing y'all, and then reverse. And notice I have to move my body a little bit to get it all the way up. I have to tip over. Come back down. Up. Come back down. For some of you, this is going to feel familiar already. Let's go ahead and come down to our knees. I'm going to scoot over to this side so I have more room over here. Switch sides. So the pillow or squeaky is in this hand on this side. Rotate it up. Keep it up above your head. Now see how it's tilting you the opposite direction? Go ahead and let it tilt you all the way to your side. Bring your belly down, your shoulder down, your heart down, and then the pillow down, the back of your head down on the mat. Okay? Can we reverse it without dropping anything and come back up to sitting seiza? Okay, let's try it again. Palm to the ceiling. Rotating, sliding onto your side, sliding onto your belly, whoa, 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 and then the shoulder and the back of the hand all the way down. Typically, this is where we'd be tapping. and then reverse. Good. Let's switch sides. Take it up. Tip the opposite direction. Slide onto your other side. Whoa, onto your belly. And bring it all the way down. Come back, reverse it. Back up to Seiza. Do it again. So does it feel familiar for you? This is the same as the Ikkyo Ukemi. Whoa! I just spilled a bunch of sodas. Last one. And back up. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then set it down to the side. Okay, very good, everybody. So it's challenging not being able to go to our dojo and throw each other around, but it is really super important to keep moving for grown-ups, for kids, for everybody. Because everybody right now is spending so much time in front of the computer or gaming that our bodies are getting locked into this shape. And if we don't keep moving, we get stuck that way. Motion is lotion for the human body, so we want to really keep things moving as much as we can. All right? Before we bow out, let's go to Crystal Aldrich Sensei. There she is. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Only for you guys. Hi, everybody.
You're teaching the next class, yes? Can you tell us?
I am. I'm very excited. You're hard to follow because that was a lot of fun and awesome. And the pillow thing was amazing. And I look forward to working with all you guys and having a fun, energetic time.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to taking your class, too, because I don't get to take other people's class enough.
Mm.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and bow out. So we're going to sit Seiza, face forward. Hands on your knees, shoulders relaxed, sitting up tall, breathing in and out through your mouth, focus straight ahead. Breathing all the way down into your belly if you can. Great, wow. Domo, arigato gozaimashita. Thank you very much, everyone. Hey,
Thank you.
you can unmute if you like, and I just want to say thank you all. I want to say thank you to the working group. Thank you to the board, and thank you to Yamada Sensei for getting us all together.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.